Unity Virtual Production Episode 6, The Perfect Camera. In the future, there will be a perfect camera that will end all cameras, and the camera argument will be moot. And the reason why I'm talking about this in virtual production is because we need it. We need a perfect camera to take away all of these variables in production that exist. We want the perfect production camera to be the same as our virtual camera because the virtual camera is always perfect. The perfect camera of the future is going to look exactly like your phone. It's going to be just a flat sensor. And it's going to have a light field camera on it. Now, the light field camera is something that collects rays of light coming into the lens as data. Today, a regular camera captures rays of light as intensity. Okay? We can do this today. This technology exists. The thing is, it's extremely hard to do at 24 frames per second. Once we figure that out at a high resolution, we're going to unlock the next level of capabilities. On top of this, because it's a light field sensor, we can control the light, and coincidentally, we can actually control where the focus of the image lies after the fact. The entire idea of focus in an image will move to post-production. When we move focus to post-production, we have no more buzzed focus takes, no more virtual focus needed. All of it will be in the computer, able to have the computer make certain creative decisions for ourselves and give us more time to focus on different decisions. So cameras in the future will have tens of thousands of megapixels and be able to go from ultra wide to zoomed in using just those megapixels to zoom in. You won't be able to have a physical zoom lens being manipulated. It will be more like zooming with a prime lens. Now, the characteristics, the unique characteristics of a zoom lens like an Angenieux or Optimo, the lens flares, the breathing, the focus breathing, all of that, the barrel distortion, all of that we can do today in the computer. So all of that will be just a filter that you will check a box on the computer. You will just check the box and have all of that be done for you, and it will look just as good. Now, my third prediction for the camera of the future will be no more need for an iris, that the sensor will be so sensitive that it will capture the brightest brights and the darkest darks. Okay, so no more need for HDR, no more need for picking the f-stop unless it has to do with how shallow or deep your focus is, because the entire image will be there for you to adjust, okay? We're talking mega big video files where it's just going to capture an insane amount of information, and then afterwards you'll be able to choose the information that you want to keep, okay? So I think the big thing that you can compare this to is today, just now, we have 32-bit recorders. There's a recorder from Zoom that's 32 bits, and because the audio levels are so high that you can record from, you don't need to meter the audio anymore because it doesn't clip at the top. There's room for the clipping to just keep going. And it's going to be the same with visuals in the camera, that the whole idea of an iris will just become an afterthought. So I wanted to discuss what's the perfect camera, because in virtual production, that's what we want, because controlling a virtual camera from the real world in Unity would be absolutely perfect. There's so many variables that you take away from the virtual production equation by having the same ability to change the focal length and the iris and the zoom. To have all of that symbiotic in Unity is what's going to take the whole industry and the whole idea of virtual production to the next level. But until then, we have this, and we're just going to have to figure out this technology step by step. So thanks for watching. If there's any improvements on the perfect camera, the virtual camera in the future, let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.